Yes, I mean, I think the first time I saw a scene on an ITN bit of archive, which was of the scene along the embankment, along the river in London. And it was huge. It was as far as the eye could see. And again in Piccadilly. And it was, at some point, I think I turned the volume down, and it was just this moving mass of people. And I thought, this is like, there's a balletic kind of beauty to this. It's like a human dance. And that gave me an idea that actually I thought this is graceful. This is an act of, Arundhati Roy called that day the greatest act of public morality in history. I thought it was a beautiful thing to say about that. And it made me think that this was actually a beautiful, it was very, it was kind of a collective act of heroism that had something beautiful about it. When people of all kinds come together, there was just something beautiful about it. And I thought, and I love working with music, so I thought, okay, this is great. There's something about this group of people moving together, almost like a ballet. And again, when you see the end of the film, so that became a kind of guiding light, that I didn't want to portray the day or the people as just a kind of a rabble of, you know, fists in the air and so on, but that I could make the story of that day, of something political, also very personal. That it was these individuals, there was a lot at stake. Did they even know people were going to show up? Did they know how many people were going to show up? So there was a huge amount, so the jeopardy was there. We were trying to stop this war, which now everyone describes as the biggest disaster in foreign policy for 50 years. And a small group of people had an idea that we could do something. We could organize a demonstration. And then somebody had the crazy idea, well, let's make it global. Nobody had ever done that before. There had never been a global demonstration before. So to me, this was an unbelievable story to tell. And to tell it through the eyes of these people. And what's funny is nobody had ever bothered asking these people their story. So when I went to them and I said, can I talk to you about this? They go, yeah, thank God somebody wants to ask us. Yeah, because, you know, in the television world, you know, that I come from, these people don't really matter. You know, the only people you ever really hear from are men in suits who are politicians. I can guarantee if you switch your TV is on tonight, what you're going to see is MP after MP being interviewed, but I would bet that they're not going to interview any activists. They might show us B-roll of them standing outside Parliament protesting, but they don't have views, and they don't have views that matter.
And they don't have a voice.
And they don't have a voice. So that's how that sort of came about.